Can we talk about the Queen Elizabeth first and Hawkins?
Yes, whenever I was working on this book too, I knew that I had to really delve into Elizabeth and trying to put her in her context for readers because I wanted them to see why would this monarch who is young, she's a woman, she's Protestant, and she is the head of a country that doesn't have a lot of money, that has a very small navy at the time, and that is surrounded by, as far as she's concerned, threatening more important, more powerful European countries that are also Catholic, especially the Iberian powers, Spain and Portugal, who are effectively, going out, colonizing the Americas, already trading in West Africa. The Portuguese are establishing various forts along the coast of West Africa. And by the time Elizabeth comes to the throne in 1558, the Spanish already have an empire in the Americas. There's already a transatlantic slave trade that the Portuguese are dominating and so forth. And so for her subjects, their goal is to essentially get a piece of that. But they're really reliant upon entrepreneurial merchants, people like John Hawkins. He was a merchant adventurer. He was someone who essentially set out of his own accord to head for the region, now known as Sierra Leone, in order to capture enslaved people and bring them to Spanish America and sell them. And he does do this successfully in the early 1560s. And when he comes back to England and the Queen and her court hear about his success, she's interested. And I think that there is a misperception that Elizabeth was conflicted in some way, that she had these moral qualms. And I did address that in the book because that is a line that was circulated by abolitionists. Of course, when you are trying to rewrite your national history, you don't want to blame some of the first English investment in the transatlantic slave trade on a Tudor monarch. You want, especially one that, is celebrated, you want to blame just some guy. It's Hawkins, it's his fault. So she is absolutely relying upon the success of this venture. And she knows this is a slaving venture.